All right, Kenny, this pre-coat.
Yes.
Okay, can you give me the proper sequence for
doing your pre-coat? You want to, when you drain your water, when you go to clean your DE off your filters, you're shutting the pump off. You can pump it down, let the pump stay on, close your crank handle valve for your skimmer in your gutter, your main drain in your gutter, and let the water draw down to the top of the filter elements, then shut the pump off. Once you shut the pump off, open up your air bleed. That allows the air to come back into the system so it doesn't backflow.
Okay.
So once that's done, then you can go ahead and turn on your vacuum pump, pump it the rest of the way down, hose off all your DE, get them nice and clean. Then when you're ready to recharge the system, you open up your main drain, fill the tank up with let the tank fill up with water. Open up your pre-coat line.
Which way does that go now? Because it's closed now, right?
Yes, that's closed now. By turning this, now that's open.
Right.
And that's closed.
Okay.
So you open that and you keep you close off your return valve. So what you're doing is you're cycling, you're pulling water from the tank and you're putting it back into it. So you're creating a loop in there.
So you have to close that red valve?
You close the red valve.
When you pre-coat?
When you pre-coat.
Okay.
That way, because it gives a much better flow. When you pour the DE in there, it keeps all that agitated so it pulls onto the filter elements evenly.
Okay.
Once you pour your DE in there, you'll see the water turns a milky white, of course, and it'll stay white for probably a good 5 minutes or so while this is generating and pulling it onto those cloth elements. Once you start to see the water clear up and you can actually see the filter elements, that's a good time to go ahead and open up your return valve and close your pre-coat valve.
Okay.
That way you're sending water back out to the pool and not back to the pre-coat.
Okay.
What there is for a pre-coat, underneath the valves on the one side, you'll see there's a piece of pipe on the bottom of it, and that's got holes drilled in it. That's the pre-coat. So what that does is sends water, you're sending water through that to create turbulence in there.
Okay.
To create a flow, and that's what puts your DE on there and creates, mixes it up very well so it gets pulled onto the cloth elements.
Now, where is that hole you're talking about? The hole in...
Oh no, they're underneath the filter elements. If you look...
Oh, you mean on that shaft?
On the
shaft itself, yeah.
There's holes in that. That's the pre-coat return.
Okay.
So that's what goes in, it stirs up all the water in there.
Oh, okay. All right. And if you don't have that pre-coat open, what happens if you just throw the DE in there?
If you just throw the DE on there and you're pumping back out to the pool, what happens is it doesn't get pulled onto the DE filters evenly. You'll get clumps in areas and some are not. So what that does when you don't have a very good coat on you got a thin area and a thicker area. The thinner areas are going to get dirty faster. The oils are going to get contaminated on there much faster. So you want a nice even coat. That's why we put a pre-coat and let it agitate, keep it suspended in the water so it can pull the DE onto the cloth elements evenly.
Okay. Again, now that red valve is not fully open, and he's got it marked in that position.
Yes, he's got it restricted because he's sending water over to the heater.
Okay.
By restricting it, you're forcing more water to the heater to send all the way over for the run.
Okay, so there's nothing unusual about that now. Okay.
Nope, that's
quite
normal.
All right, very good. Thank you.